in the Ridge and Valley province of the Appalachian Mountains. At the base of Mount Nittany lies a university that has been changing lives for more than 150 years. Penn State University, where cubs become lions, where young boys, through time-honored traditions, shared life experiences, poor judgment, and excessive consumption of beer, become men, where lifelong friendships are built and memories are made, some good, some bad, some lost. We were those boys. We are those men, forever bonded in brotherhood. We are Penn State. But more, we are Delta Chi.
Hello again, Penn State Delta Chi. John Algio here, the Algerian Wonder. I know I told you 6-8 months ago that I was going to start a podcast. I just never said how long it was going to take me. I had no idea how long it was going to take me, but it's about time I got started. And before I get into it, this is going to be a very brief introduction on where I'm going to go, where I'm going from here, because actually the Penn State game is at halftime, so I want to make this as quick as I can so I can get back and watch Penn State finish beating up on Wisconsin. But what's going on? I am also part of the capital campaign. Most of you should have heard of it. If you haven't heard of it, stop deleting your emails and start reading them because they are important. And what we're doing in the capital campaign is trying to affect repairs and replacements for damages and old stuff that's going on in the house, things that need repair. It's in ill repair now, and we need to get it looking better. Phase 1 is done. Phase 1 is the bathrooms on the second floor, and Frankie sent out some pictures not too terribly long ago, and that project is done. Those bathrooms have been completed, and they look phenomenal. They look great. The actors are extremely pleased with it, and the alumni who were up there for homecoming absolutely were raving about the repairs and the condition of the oh, good Lord. And the alumni who were up there were absolutely raving about the conditions of the bathroom while they were there. And couldn't be more pleased. Phase 2 is, affect repairs that are in the house in the more common areas, to replace the clubroom floor, to get new furniture for the clubroom. Now, we're not sure exactly the kind of furniture we're going to get. We know we probably don't want it to go back and looking exactly like it did in the 80s, but we want to come into the 21st century and see where we can go from there. But it's going to cost money. So we're going to do it. We also want to get the actives involved in, doing projects around the house with the alumni, painting the second floor, doing minor repairs on the second floor. If we've got a master carpenter to help, that'd be fantastic as well. And what we want to do is restore this, the common areas like the clubroom furniture, and a lot of that has to do with phase 3, which is hopefully, if we can get enough money in the not too distant future, we will be able to build an addition onto the house, and an outdoor party area, an outside party area, so that we can keep the parties outside and not have everybody running inside the house and destroying the house during the party. So that's one of the other things that we're going to look at. Now, we're just starting to come up with the details of what we're going to be looking for and what we're going to be doing. So you all will be receiving emails from the Capital Campaign, the Kimball Corporation, the Alumni Foundation, the Alumni Board of Trustees, everybody. We're all going to be in this together. The actives are going to get involved too. And our objective is to make the house beautiful again, a beautiful place for the actives to live, so that those who are off campus can actually move back into the house as well. And a beautiful place for us to go back to. Now, it's been a long time since I've been back, but I would love to get back there and meet the actives and to see a bunch of the alumni who are, there to have a good time. So let's get into that together. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, this is my heart. I just want to send my prayers out to Bill Uhazy and his wife Kelly. Kelly has been diagnosed with ALS. Some of you know that, some of you do not. And I just want Kelly to know that you are in my prayers. You are in all of our prayers. And God bless you. If there's anything you need from any of us, I know that I'm not the only one who's going to say this, but if you need anything, do not hesitate, because you are family. We love you, and Godspeed. The other thing, last thing that I want to talk about very briefly is today is October 26, 2024, which means we have a little less than 2 weeks left before the presidential election. 4 years ago, 4 years ago was interesting, to say the least. There are some brothers who I still talk to, and some brothers I do not talk to, who we had falling out, for lack of a better term, based on disagreements that we had 4 years ago for the presidential election. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you, but I'm going to tell you, you know what? Do not let differences in political opinions, drive a wedge between two people, between brothers. We're family, man. Don't let that happen. It happened to me. I don't like it. And I'll just come out and I'll say it now. George Parker, I apologize. I hope you're out there. I hope you see this. I would love to have you come down and talk to me, or via Zoom. We can do an interview. We can do a podcast together, and catch up on old times, because we had a lot of good times while we were in school. And 4 years ago was not the greatest of conversations we were having, but I just want to apologize, and hopefully we can move beyond that and get back together. So if you want to talk to me before November 5th, that's fine. If you want to wait till after November 5th, that's okay too. I can fully understand. Now, it is a presidential election year. I don't care who you vote for, but I am going to tell you, vote. Get out there and vote. Get out there, exercise your right to vote. Exercise your duty to vote. You can't bitch about it for the next 4 years if you don't get out and vote. I'll just put it that way. But it's your job, it's your responsibility to get out there and vote for the person, the candidate who you believe is best going to serve you, your loved ones, this country, and the people that you love. So whoever that may be, cast that ballot, get out there, let your voice be heard. Now, I will say that, as I mentioned in my first podcast 8 months ago, I would love to have interviews with people, have people call in, Zoom in, and we can get together and we can talk and just catch up and find out what everybody's doing. I also would love to have some people, come down and do live interviews. As you can see, I've got another seat next to me with a microphone and a headset, just ready for somebody to come down. Just ready for somebody to come down and do an interview with me. So whoever that may happen to be, I would love to have you here. Now, I know there are quite a few people in the Atlanta area. Jimmy Bennett is in the Atlanta area. Jimmy tried to get in touch with me one time, and he wanted to do an interview, but I couldn't do it at that one time, and we haven't spoken since. But Jimmy, if you're out there, brother, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get this interview going. Let's get this podcast going, and share it with the people. A couple other people that are down here. Nadeem Qureshi. Deemer, I'd love to see you. We can sit down, have a cold one, catch up, see what you're up to these days. And Hugh Roth. I know Hugh Roth is down here. Hugh is a relatively big wig, as far as I understand, at PepsiCo. And I would love to sit down, have a cold one with Hugh, and we can catch up and find out what he's doing. Find out what he did to make himself so successful. And is there anything that he can share with the actives and the recent graduates to help them move along in their future? That's what this podcast is going to be about. It's going to be about people touching base, getting in touch with each other, sharing our experiences, and helping each other out as much as we can. So that's what Brotherhood's about, and that's what we need to start doing. So Hugh, if you're out there, I would love to talk to you. I'd love you to bring it down here. You can sit down in my house and we can have this conversation. We can go out and we can do it over Zoom, however you want to do it. Either way, I would love to talk to you and find out what's going on. Paul Alexander, Poe, brother, I love you. I've listened to you several times. I've never called into your show, but I have listened to you, and you're outstanding. I love listening to what you're doing, and I would love to talk to you and help you or have you help others who are interested in, getting into the whole sports media. Because, brother, you are phenomenal. Poe, you got it going on, man. You're a legend at Penn State. You're a legend at Delta Chi, and you're a legend in Pittsburgh, my friend. You are a legend in Pittsburgh. We love you. You keep up the good work. But that being said, the Penn State-Wisconsin game is getting ready to come back on, if it's not back on already. So I'm going to sign off right now. But I just want to say, in the bond, guys, let's get this going. If you have anything that you can contribute when the Capital Campaign gets in touch with you, please do so. It's all about brotherhood. It's all about family, being together and sharing with each other. So if you are interested in being on this podcast and helping me get started, as you can tell, I'm relatively new. This is all raw, man. This is raw. There's going to be a little editing so I can take out the really bad stuff. But I'm going to leave most of it just 100% raw, just me and you just talking. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, if there's anything you want to know about, if there's anything, anybody that you want to talk to or hear from, let me know. We'll try to get in touch. We'll get them on here, and we'll talk. We'll make it happen. But until then, you can visit me at my YouTube channel, which is JRAlgeo. It's JRALGEO on YouTube. It's also on Instagram. And on my YouTube channel, you can find this podcast, and there's going to be a lot more of them going forward. So y'all have a great night. I will talk to you soon in the pond.